Beautiful love. It's 5th of August 2023 and welcome to the incredible Pride in Plymouth. It's a gay LGBTQIA festival thing.
Interesting topic for you now. When I saw this on the agenda, I thought I actually really am quite interested to find out exactly what Rebecca's got to say with regards to this very important topic. To talk about LGBTQIA plus fertility, here's clinical embryologist, which sounds incredibly important, for the Centre for Reproduction and Gynecology, Wales and West. Please put your hands together for Rebecca Matthews. Rebecca, come on, once I say, grab the microphone there. Here you go, and the stage is yours.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Hi everybody, my name is Rebecca, and I'm a clinical embryologist at CRGW Plymouth. It's the local fertility clinic in Plymouth. And basically, we were going to have a stall here today, and I'm really sorry the wind has obviously blown that away, almost like potentially over here today as well. But hopefully I'm able to convey kind of all the different options that are available to everybody regarding their fertility in all of the community. So basically what clinical embryologist is, it's a really fancy term for an IVF scientist, and myself and my colleagues over there, and we get to do some really cool kind of science in our labs to try and help people achieve their babies and their families that they've always wanted. Like I said, today is actually our first time ever being at Plymouth Pride, kind of as in an official corporate way, and we're really excited to be here. Like I said, we wanted to have a stall so everybody can come by and chat and share their personal stories and ask their personal questions, because fertility is very personal. There is no one all fits kind of answer to it, but unfortunately we don't have that today. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about options, and then please, at the end of my talk, come find us. We've got these t-shirts on, we've got loads of sweets that we had bought for the stall, so we're happy to give them out, and loads of leaflets, and we'd love to talk to anybody that has any questions and want to talk to us. But we do have information on there if you just want to grab a leaflet and walk as well. So first and foremost, the main reason that people come to our fertility unit is to try and achieve a pregnancy either via themselves or their partner. And there's three main ways that you can do that. There is IUI, IVF, and ICSI. And I know I've just thrown out loads of acronyms and given no explanation, but I promise you I'll explain what they are. I won't bother telling you what it stands for because it'll go right over everybody's heads because it's medical. Nobody ever understands the words. So IUI is basically where we get some sperm and we put in a catheter and a syringe and we insert it into the uterus. This is very kind of minimally invasive, but this option isn't for everybody. Not everybody can use it. We do have two other options, and it's our main kind of body of work that we have coming in, and that's people that go through IVF or ICSI. Now this is a bit more invasive. This is where we get the eggs, we get sperm, we mix them in the lab, and we get to create embryos. We then grow those embryos in our lab, and we can hopefully transfer a really nice embryo back after a couple of days, hopefully leading to a pregnancy. Now the difference between IVF and ICSI is to do with how we mix the egg and the sperm as well. So IVF is where we have the eggs in a dish. For lack of a better term, we squish a bit of sperm in and we hope that there's fertilization in the morning. ICSI is kind of used to give people who need a bit of helping hand with their sperm. It's where we hand select the sperm and we inject it straight into the egg. But after that, everything is completely the same. All right. So those are the three different options. They're all really different, and everybody's really different. So you might need one over the other. Until you see us, come speak to us. We do a few tests. You won't know what's kind of the best route for you. Now I can't talk about fertility, and I definitely can't talk about fertility at Pride without mentioning donors. A lot of people that come through our door, whether part of the LGBTQI plus community or not, require the use of donors. We have donor sperm, donor eggs, and embryos that we can use in the lab. to achieve the families that people want. And we do have our own little banks of our own kind of donors, but most of the time we kind of import them from other kind of more international donor banks. There's a bit more choice in our tiny little donor banks, but they both are an option. Now, I'm just going to talk a little bit about donors, just very briefly. If anybody has ever considered to be a donor, ever thought, oh, that might be interesting, but has no idea what it involves and wants to know a little bit more, please come and see us afterwards. We do have a special leaflet for that. I'm not pushing or forcing anybody into it because quite honestly, it takes a really special person to become a donor. It takes a lot of time. You don't get paid for it. And obviously there's implications in the future in your life, but it's an incredibly rewarding experience. So if it's just something you thought, hey, maybe I might want to be a donor, I want to know more, all you need to do is grab a leaflet from us. We won't ask for your name, we won't do anything crazy. We just kind of want to be able to provide information. Now, kind of alongside this, unfortunately, I do have to mention that CRGW does not, unfortunately, support surrogacy in our clinic, and that's not because we don't want to, it's because it's the best for our patients. So basically, surrogacy law in the UK is quite outdated, and it is really tricky to navigate. And really, for our clinic to best support people in the community, it's better to signpost people that need surrogacy to a clinic that does it all the time, that is really well versed in it, especially all the legal aspects of it. But we are more than happy and love to do all the run-up tests and do all the scans. And obviously, again, if you do want to talk more about surrogacy, we can signpost you to some lovely clinics that do surrogacy really, really well. And finally, the last kind of big area that we deal with is fertility preservation. A lot of people, for so many different reasons, go down the route of fertility preservation. It might be that they are single and haven't met the right person yet and want to freeze their eggs or sperm to preserve their fertility until they do meet the right person. Or it could be that somebody that's going through some pretty kind of nasty treatment for cancer might want to preserve their fertility before going through that treatment. However, recently we have been seeing an increase in number of people in the transgender community coming through our doors for fertility preservation as well, which has been amazing because that only means that people are knowing there's an option out there for them to preserve their fertility for the future in any shape or form that might be. So if you want to talk more to us about fertility preservation, we're always here to chat about that and all the different options for the future as well. So that's basically it. We have so many different treatment pathways in our clinic, so many different people and whatever the family may look like coming through our clinic, and all we want to do is support everybody going through that. Fertility is something that people don't think about until they have to, and that can make it an incredibly lonely and isolating place. It can be incredibly overwhelming, and there is so much wrong information on the internet, and I know friends of friends and family.
Through tilting, learning to compromise. And time slows near a black hole. We're stuck in jobs that kill our souls, waiting for the day I feel whole. I'll never know. I can't get off, it never stops. That's up. That wasn't me. Right. This next song is another song that I wrote, and it's a song about seagulls. It's quite We've got to appreciate the seagulls. It's nice to live by the sea, horizons from your window. There's no place I'd rather be. You'd think it'd be peaceful, but no. See, I've made some enemies. They have wings and feet like claws. I witnessed one steal a pasty with its mighty jaws. These gulls are shapeshifters. They fly by day and night, nest themselves near my window, nightmare neighbours from the seaside. There is nowhere to hide from that soul-splitting sound. They scream into the abyss and stamp their feet on the ground. How can I sleep? In my dreams there are seagulls, voices cut so deep, they bring me to my eagles. Seagulls coming at me with their beady eyes. I hear them all the time, I hear those echo cries. Seagulls coming at me, I'm terrified. James and a giant peach, where a flock of gulls fly. 501 carried the giant peach across the sky. According to the science, it's been theorised the peach would have needed 2,425,907 seagulls in order to fly. Seagulls coming at me with their beady eyes. I hear them all the time, I hear those echo cries. Seagulls coming at me, I'm terrified. I wondered what life might be like through those birds' eyes, fighting for their food because their habitat's been colonised. Starting to think that seagulls are just misunderstood and that it's us humans who've been up to no good. They belong to this world just as much as you and me, and maybe one day we can live in harmony. Seagulls coming at me with their beady eyes.
Hello. So I've played two covers, so I'm going to play an original now, which is a song called Lost that did not have a name until very recently. So people might know it as a song called Romeo and Juliet song. So much that I haven't learned yet. I'm not sure Cinderella's Snow White. There's so much that I can get right, but you're Prince Charming, seen a damsel in distress. Not gonna stop until you finished your quest. But hey, it's okay that I'm lost. Oh, not all of us know what we want. Oh, hey, it's okay that I'm lost. Oh, not all of us get what we want. Oh, I'm not a poison-covered knife. Not gonna end your world in strife. I'm not sure, Juliet, kind of girl, and this upside-down feeling's got me gonna hurl, but you're Prince Charming, seen a damsel in distress. Not gonna stop until you finished your quest. But hey, it's okay that I'm lost. Oh, not all of us know what we want. Oh, hey, it's okay that I'm lost. Oh, not all of us get what we want. I'm not sure, Juliet, Romeo, so you're just gonna have to let me go. I'm not sure, Juliet, Romeo, so you're just gonna have to let me go. okay that I'm lost. Oh, 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 not all of us know what we want. Oh, 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 hey, it's okay that I'm lost. Whoa, oh, oh, not all of us.
How long have you been playing music?
About a year and a half. I've been playing for about a year and a half.
Okay, have you got social networks?
I am on Instagram under elafir.music.life.
Okay, thanks very much.
It's a film monologue and you can find it on YouTube on the Downstage Right YouTube channel. I'm going to give you a look. This is the middle of the monologue. Context is it's about a non-binary hacker who hacked the Devon City Council website to add more gender options when they were trying to sort out their bins. So, I hacked the Devon County City. What am I saying? Everyone restart. Erase. So, I hacked the Devon County Council website. It's not the worst thing that someone can do on a Wednesday afternoon. I just wanted to make sure the bins would be collected. I didn't want to make this a whole thing. It's just, when I go to the forum, I see male and female, and I was seething with anger. I'm not angry about my gender. I'm not angrily screaming, did you just assume my gender? Which actually, fair dues to those people, because they're hearing again and again what they are not, and it's difficult. But I know that my body is confusing. And depending on how I adorn myself, people don't know what to say, which means they should probably just use the word they. A man has never been upset because they were called they rather than he. It's Mr. and Mrs. that are the real problem. Those are the ones that come up a lot. I don't even like mooks, overly mooks. I'm only doing my PhD, you can tell I haven't done a PhD. I'm only doing my PhD so that I get the ultimate gender neutral prefix. Doctor. I can't tell whether it goes into the mic and sounds good, so I just say it again occasionally. Which tangent am I on now? Being non-binary isn't about being angry. I don't want to be complaining about things. I don't want to be constantly asking the world to change. I don't want to be constantly obsessed about my gender. It's everyone else that decides every service needs to be gendered. Do you know the one place that's safe? The one place that is gender neutral truly is trains. Trains are our allies. I feel like there's a trans joke in there somewhere if I had a spare brain cell. I just want to be me, a little genderless blob sliding through life. I'm not great at being happy. I'm not trying to turn this into a therapy session, it's just I'm a little bit anxious, tightly wound perhaps. I'm not great at being me, at knowing what to do, how to be myself. I say things and more often than not, I hate hearing them. I hate who I am. Some would call it depression, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. Realizing that I was non-binary, which is a lengthy story that I'm not going to bother you all with now, is the story of when I lost my place. Realizing that was who I am, I'd found myself. A word that took all the confusing things I'd been feeling and turned them into an identity. A reason I had struggled to fit in, or at least one of them. The person I was trying to be was a mistake. The things I was supposed to like weren't built for me. When I started to be myself, I was outlined in joy. I told my non-binary friend, who had gently guided me to this realization, and I was giddy. Oh my god, I'm non-binary. They.
And we've been invited here by the amazing Pride crew, Pride organisers. We just want to say a big up for the organisers of the event. just remember to always think twice. People always tell me, be careful who you love. Don't go around thinking you got time. And Mama always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful who you do. The truth, if the cheat is not my lover, she just should go. Claims that I am the one, but the cat is not my son. She says I am the one, but the cat is not my son. People always tell me, be careful who you love. Don't go around breaking the last heart. And Mama always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful who you do. Your life from the truth, babe. Every teen is not my lover. She just should go. Claims that I am the one, but the cat is not my son. She says I am the one, but the cat is not my son. She says I am the one, but the cat is not my son. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, I smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. A melody is pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Sing it with me! Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, I smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds sit on my doorstep, singing sweet songs. A melody's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Sing with me! Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, I smiled at the windy weather. 3 little birds alone on my doorstep, singing Plymouth Pride. We love you. This is my message to you.
Don't like the shirt. You know what you're looking for.
That was my girlfriend, really.
Love you.
Yeah.
Special thanks to everybody involved in Pride Plymouth 2023. Jingle music on this video is by Jasmine from Plymouth. 30 years of culture and the arts as a free service on Love Summertime TV. Don't forget to friendly share my videos, subscribe to my channel and support me through PayPal at tcsphoto1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video.